you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Barry, and I'm the manager for X Squared.
And how did you meet the band?
Well, funnily enough, I was actually in a McDonald's, and I was in the queue, and I was waiting for about 5 minutes. When I get up to the till, I'm like, hey, could I have a McFlurry, please? And they're like, oh yeah, what flavour do you want? So I was like, oh yeah, can I have a Skittles, please? And they say yeah, and they write it down on a receipt and then take it back behind the till for the people behind to make my McFlurry. So I go over and I stand waiting for my McFlurry for about 2 minutes before they call my name. So I go up to the till and I get my bag with my McFlurry in, and I start walking out. And then I open the bag just as I'm walking out, just to see what my McFlurry looks like, see if it's my Skittles. So I open it up and there's a cheeseburger. And I'm like, what? Why do I have a cheeseburger in here? I didn't order a cheeseburger. I ordered a McFlurry. So I go back to the till and I say, hey, I didn't order a cheeseburger. I ordered a McFlurry. Where's my McFlurry? Can I have my McFlurry, please? And they're like, and I'm like, are you just gonna stand there bumbling, or are you gonna do something about this? So he says, oh yeah, yeah, sure, sorry. And he takes it back to behind the desk where he gave the receipt to the people making my McFlurry, and they're like, oh, sorry, I must have messed up the order. I can hear them just like over the till, and he points to this guy sat on a table just over there, and I look over and I see him eating McFlurry, and I'm like, that's my McFlurry. So I go over to him with my cheeseburger in the bag, and I haven't taken any bite out of it, and I'm like, why are you eating my McFlurry? You ordered a cheeseburger, why are you eating my McFlurry? So he looks up at me and he's absolutely shocked, and I'm like, okay. So I just hand him the cheeseburger and I go back to the till and I'm like, could I have another McFlurry, please? Because he's clearly eating mine. He's eaten half of it. So they're like, yeah, yep, sorry. They were very apologetic, very good service. So he goes back and he makes me a McFlurry, hands it to me in the bag again. I walk out. As I'm going out, I just want to check for one last time that it's my McFlurry before I leave, just in case it's another cheeseburger. So I open it up, look in, and it's my McFlurry, and I'm like, oh yes, I'm gonna enjoy this. So I start walking out, and as I open the door, I suddenly hear this amazing voice, and I'm like, is it the McFlurry talking? And I listen out, and then I look over, and I see these two buskers on the street, and I'm like, these guys are amazing. Then I got a text from my mate Gary, and he said, hey, do you want to be a band manager for a new band? And I said, yeah, sure, I'll give it a go.
What do you do as a band manager?
Usually, I'm in charge of making sure the gas bills are on, all the taxes are paid, making sure the rent's paid for like the studio and stuff. Sometimes I like to even get to the studio early when I know we're going to record, to make sure that the guitars are working, that the piano's tuned or whatever, the recording devices work and things. So yeah, but I also like to sometimes just like get the guitar and just absolutely smack it and just like strum and just like create my own words really, and that's how some of the bangers came out really. You have like Ballad for Barry, I'm in love with a man called Barry, a lot of their number ones really.
What do you think of the new song Crystallised?
Oh, that was, oh, I've just heard it so many times. It's just like, who wants to see another guy and a girl falling in love? Like, it's just in every single song. It's just so annoying. Like, and the amount of times I've had to watch it as well. It's just, yeah, it's yuck really. The song's decent, but there are some better ones out there, like the previously mentioned Ballad of Barry and things like that really. But yeah. Oh wait, was that oh, that was by the X Squared, wasn't it? Um, yeah, yeah. I really like it. I think you guys will love it. It's definitely for you. Some new storylines. It's gonna be so good. Yeah.
So what are your plans for the future?
Well, I'd really love to spread my wings a bit and like share my knowledge of managing. Oh, working for the Stone Roses. Oh, that would be amazing. Gosh, now they're a good band. Oh, their songs send me shivering. Or maybe I could go to space.